Ditch the clocks and deadlines. Time is ours to define. In this world that's all mine, we let our spirits shine. Binging with benefits. Sisters watching flicks. It's the perfect fit. Binging with benefits.
Hello.
Oh, hi. How's it going?
Really good, because I am listening to Binging with Benefits.
We hope you feel that way every single week, babes. I'm doing great. I'm listening to Binging with Benefits.
We're having a great time.
We are. I'm Jess.
I'm Becca, and we'll be your tour guides today.
Come with us as we guide you through the madness that is our minds.
Yeah, buckle up. You know what's funny? I was watching The Office. I'm rewatching The Office.
Of course. As we do, we're millennial.
Hello. Do we ever not watch The Office? We're always constantly rewatching it. There's parts that are on Peacock that were not on the normal The Office. Like there's little things that I'm like, oh, that definitely. I noticed that in Parks and Rec as well, where there's like little things that I'm like, oh, they definitely had to cut that for TV because it's too long. Like it made the show too long.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So there's a few things that I'm like, I've never seen that before. Like for instance, they're talking about Michael's leaving the office, that episode. They're in a conference room and they're talking about, oh, what do we want to do? A cake, a cupcake, you know, and then Creed's like, let's do Jell-O. Teeth, no teeth. Yeah, everyone can enjoy Jell-O.
I freaking love Creed.
I know. But like that whole meeting, I was like, I don't remember that.
No.
It cuts to an interview of Kevin being like, I know what that meeting's about. It's about cake. And the fact that they didn't invite me is so rude. Like, but like, I've never seen that before.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Why don't you tell everybody what we did a few days ago?
We went to the happiest place on earth. Okay. We went to Disneyland. We went to their 70th anniversary After Dark event. It was fun because it was Disneyland.
Yes.
But let me just say that, okay? It was a great time. I'm not saying it was bad. But if you were to ask me what the event was for and I didn't know what the event was for, and I had to guess based on being at the event, I couldn't tell you.
No. The only reason you know what the event was in the first 5 minutes of entering the park. That's the only reason. When they hand you the 70th anniversary lanyard thing, the 70th anniversary pamphlet, and you see the big 70th anniversary sign. That's it. They had random character meet and greets and stuff. I feel like we were missing some stuff but we were all over that park. It wasn't like we didn't go to a section of that park. We were in every single. Well, we didn't go to Fantasyland.
We didn't. But also Star Wars Land was closed. Yeah, Tiana's Bayou was closed.
Oh, was it?
It was, yeah, because I was watching it when you were going to get the cookies from Harbor Galley. I was watching the water, you know, at the big drop. There was not a single boat that came down. Not a single one. Now that you say that,
I did not hear screaming. And it was dark.
Mm-hmm. The pretzel carts closed.
That is
a
major reason I am there. I want that cream cheese filled pretzel from Tomorrowland.
Yes. Like, I know exactly where to go to get this exact pretzel.
Yes.
And it is like one of the only places you can get that pretzel. And it is
also, they
closed,
only have like
baby.
3 pretzel carts in the park, which I thought was weird.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that.
There's not that many.
Because we were searching the app. I'm like, okay, this one's closed. Where's the other ones? And we went to all of the other ones.
Mm-hmm. All closed. Corn dogs, closed. Not an option.
Red Wagon, closed. I think Stage Door might have been closed too. Like, your 2 options to get corn dogs were gone.
Oh my gosh, it was because the doors were closed.
Yes. Those are the only 2 places you can get corn dogs, which also the Stage Door corn dogs are not the same as Red Wagon corn dogs. Come at me. I will fight you on this. Ooh, I feel like, nope. Stay on track, Jess. I went to another. Stay on track. No tangents. Yeah, so it's like, you know, we posted this on our individual accounts. It was attend Disney. There's no people there, which was nice.
Yeah.
But with a lot less of the foods and vibes that you love.
Yeah. We saw the Pizza Planet truck. We're walking by and I'm like, oh my gosh, cute. And then I realized who's taking a picture at the Pizza Planet truck was this person who dresses up as Walt. Like he cosplays as Walt and just walks the park. And I love to follow him. I think his name is Bill Burns, because I had to look him up because I was like, is it creepy that I took a video of you? Like, I'm gonna post it now, but
No, are you kidding? Bill Burns cosplay.
but like it is the most wholesome, sweetest content because he has the mustache. He will go in a suit. He will go and meet with the characters as Walt. Like, it is the sweetest thing.
It's so cute.
I know. And we saw him at the Pizza Planet truck, and I was like, oh my gosh, I know him.
And this is an older gentleman, like, and he's still cosplaying. Like, I'm looking at his account, and he does a lot of different cosplaying. Like, he cosplays as the editor from the Daily Bugle.
Yes.
Spider-Man.
He's really good at a lot of different things. But anyway, we saw him and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so starstruck right now.
That's so cute.
Before we get into the movie, I have a funny joke though. Actually, I have two funny jokes.
Oh, bring it.
What do you call a person who speaks two languages?
I don't know what.
Bilingual. That's not the joke, but that's not even the joke. I'm just asking you.
Joke.
I'm just genuinely asking you for the joke.
I feel so sick. What? I thought that was the joke.
I mean, it's building up to the joke. You're like, I don't know what. It's like that video of the guys doing the dad jokes, and he's like, do you know the difference between wallpaper and toilet paper? And he's like, no. And he's like, gross.
That's what I thought you were doing here.
No, okay.
I was like, oh, the joke is that I was expecting a joke, and that's not a joke. You're actually just.
It is. Yeah. What do you call someone who speaks two languages?
Bilingual.
Bilingual. What do you call somebody who speaks three languages?
Is it trilingual? No,
Yeah.
I'm scared to answer questions.
What do you call a person who speaks one language? American.
Ooh, shots fired.
It's true. No, it's so true. I am learning French, and it's so hard.
You know more than I do.
But yeah, I saw that joke on TikTok, and I was like, amazing.
That's so good.
It's so true.
10 out of 10 joke.
This other joke. I've been meaning to tell you this for a couple of weeks, and I keep forgetting to do it on the pod. So, did you know that geese don't hear that well? Yeah, that's why they're always going, "Huh?"
She goes. She said, "Are you kidding? That's so funny."
I know. Isn't that good?
It's like, first of all, your goose noise is so funny. That's like Arrested Development, where they all can't do the same chicken noise.
Has anyone in this family actually seen a chicken before?
Becca's geese go.
Maybe I delivered it a little bit too well, but that's why I always go, hey.
See, when I think of a goose, I don't go. It sounds like.
What would you say?
I go. Actually, I don't know. Hold on. It would be like a oh gosh. Oh my gosh. You know what? There is a movie that I watched recently that really made me go for sure.
Okay, I'm so excited about this.
That was a 10 out of 10 segue, by the way. I'm so
That was
proud of
really
myself for
good.
one.
That was so clean. Yeah.
Look, if I had to be traumatized by this movie, so do you.
Oh. Okay.
If I had to be sitting myself on the edge of my couch alone in my home going, no, what? Why, no, then so do you. Okay? I am talking about the movie Saltburn. We're comparing it to like if the talented Mr. Ripley, have you seen that movie?
No, it's on my list and it's leaving
okay,
Netflix soon, so I gotta watch
you're
it.
Gonna have to watch it after you hear about this movie.
Oh, okay.
It's like the talented Mr. Ripley and Gossip Girl had a baby, and that baby needs therapy desperately.
Oh.
It is a wild, wild ride about a socially awkward scholarship kid at Oxford who infiltrates the British elite and becomes like increasingly unhinged. This is starring Barry Keoghan, which also it makes sense that I hate him. I hate him so much. I don't understand. Sabrina Carpenter's ex. You know who he is.
Oh, wait. What did you say? What did you say his name was?
Barry Keoghan. Isn't that how you say it?
Barrick?
Is it Barry?
Oh,
He is the. I don't understand.
I'm googling Barry Yo, and it says yogurt.
Barry Yogurt.
Anyway, yeah, I know who that is. I thought you were saying Barrick, and I'm like, who the heck is Barrick?
No, Barry Keoghan. I know Barry Keoghan.
Keoghan. Okay,
Barry
yes, I'm with
space Keoghan. I don't like him. I don't understand. Like, he is too good at playing this character, which makes me think that he's likely disgusting in real life. Also, Jacob Elordi, which is now he's Wuthering Heights fame. I didn't know he was in this movie. I've heard about this movie a few times. I remember hearing it was disturbing, and I was like, yeah, let's definitely talk about it on the podcast. 2 people from Pride and Prejudice are in this.
Oh.
Rosamund Pike, who else? And Carey Mulligan. Alison Oliver, who is also in Wuthering Heights. She plays the ward of the state. Oliver's our main character. This is Barry's character. He's just arriving at Oxford. He's socially awkward. He's very, very quiet and just like gives unsettling energy, but you just aren't sure why. Like, you're like, are you unsettling because you're socially awkward? Are you unsettling because you're like a weirdo? You don't really know. Okay. I sit in the corner of the cafeteria and watch people breathe for 3 hours and then write poetry about them. Okay. Like that's the energy you get from him, where it's like, I don't know. Like, you don't quite know where to place. You kind of feel bad for him at the beginning. And I was like, oh, crap. Is this going to be like one of those movies that I'm just going to feel like secondhand embarrassment for somebody the whole time? No, you don't. You don't feel secondhand embarrassment for him for very long. And our other character that's important here is Felix. And this is Jacob Elordi's character. So, like, think of the difference between those 2 actors. So you can obviously tell the difference in their characters they play. Felix is extremely popular. Golden retriever energy, very, very rich, very charming, and also kind of like aloof to things of the world. Like, but he's the sweetest character. Like, he is insanely rich, but also like kind of a good guy. Like, he's a good kid, you know? I wrote down, he looks like the human version of a cologne commercial, which also, like, yes. Yes.
So funny.
Oliver is like having trouble making friends, obviously. He sees Felix around. There's a moment where Oliver's riding his bike to return some books at the library, and he sees Felix by the side of the little path with his bike. And Felix is like sitting there like a little schoolboy. Like, he's hunched over, sitting, has his hands on his knees, just like humping at the fact that his bike is broken. Like, he has like got a flat tire. He's like kicking his tire, and Oliver stops and he's like, hey, what's going on? And they don't know each other at this point. It's like, oh, I got a flat tire and I've got to go to my tutoring, but I'm already like 10 minutes late and it's all the way in so-and-so. Like, I'm just pouting, basically. There's this funny moment where he's sitting there, he just goes, like, I don't know if he did it on purpose. I want to watch it again to catch it, because I'm like, oh, okay, is he actually manipulative? And everyone just thinks he's like a really good guy. So I'm like, I want to go back and watch it just to try to clock more of these kinds of moments. And Oliver's like, hey, like, I'm just going to go to the library, return my books. You can take my bike. Like, he's like bending over backwards for this gorgeous, gorgeous stranger. And Felix is like, no, I can't do that. And Oliver's like, no, just do it. It's like, fine, da-da-da. And Felix is so excited. He's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. You're such a lifesaver. Like, I'll put your bike back in the bike shed. He like starts calling him Ollie immediately. Ollie, I love you. I love you. He takes him by the head, like, because there's a good like 3-foot difference, it seems like, between these two. He like takes him by the face and kisses his head over and over. He's like, Ollie, I love you. I love you. Thank you so much. And then the way Jacob Elordi rides away, I'm just like, he's such a little boy. Like, he just like,
that's so funny.
It was so cute. And so then not Barry, his name is Ollie, sorry. Ollie's like, okay, I guess I'm taking his bike and putting it back in the shed. And like, he walks. From that moment on, Felix kind of adopts him. At that point, you're like, oh, Felix is a good guy. Like, and you see him standing up for Ollie without Ollie being there, like with his rich and, wealthy friends. There's a cousin there that's an American cousin that was like very mean to Oliver on his first day, but like, this is Felix's cousin and we just find this out. So it's like, he's going to consistently be in this circle of friends. But Felix is just like so kind. There's like a moment where he loses some kind of a bet and has to buy everyone a round of drinks. It's obvious Oliver is very poor. Felix is like, no, don't make him do that. Like, it's going to be so expensive. There's 15 of us here. Like, we can't buy shots.
Dang.
And everyone's like, no, it's the rule. He has to. And so then Ollie is up at the bartender. Like, I don't have enough. Can I come back and pay you tomorrow? I promise I'll come back and pay you tomorrow. And the bartender's like, no. Felix sees this happening. Felix gets up and he's like, oh, I just figured you need a hand carrying them back. Oh, by the way, you dropped this on your way over to the bar. And it's like some kind of money note. Oliver's like, oh my God. Like, you can tell he's a little bit embarrassed. The bartender goes to get the rest of the drinks and Oliver's like, thank you so much. And Felix is like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. And he just takes the drinks over. He's like, Ollie got us drinks. Like whatever. He's like, okay. He's like a sweet kid.
Yeah.
Anyway, so during this time of them getting to know each other, Oliver tells Felix his life story. So according to Oliver, like his dad has died. There's a moment where like he gets a phone call from his mom and he rushes to Felix and he's like, my dad's dead. His parents are both druggies. He's like, I'm never going to go back to my home. Like, I don't have a home to go to. Like, I have no interest in going back home. My mom is out of it all the time. My dad deals. Then he gets this call that his dad has actually passed. And he's just like, I have no interest in going back home. Mom is an alcoholic. His home life is super tragic. He's an only child. And Felix just feels terrible for him. Like, he's just like, oh my God, like, you know what? This summer, because this is now like they've been friends for 6 months at this point. He's like, this summer, like, why don't you have nowhere to go? Like, come to my home. Come to my family estate. Come to Saltburn. So this estate is called Saltburn.
Oh, okay.
And it's huge. It's a massive, it's like Mr. Darcy's place in Pride and Prejudice. It's massive. It's like, it's the kind of place where like people have portraits of themselves throughout, but also of all the past kings. And like, I keep wanting to call him Barry. Like, to me, it's just like, Oliver might be Barry. Like, Barry just might be Oliver's character. So in my brain, I'm just like, it's
They're
Barry.
the same person. Yeah.
Oliver goes to the manor. He's there. And Felix is like walking him through, giving him the tour. He's like, this is the green room. This is the blue room. This is the red room. This is the long galley. This is the like short galley. This is like, oh, these are all of Shakespeare's original works. Like, these are the portraits of all the kings that were hung in the original estate. Like, it's just like, they're insanely wealthy. They're insanely wealthy. We are then introduced to Oliver's family. Okay. Oliver's family, the mom her name is Elspeth. And Elspeth is played by Rosamund Pike. And she's the most British rich woman possible. Like, there's a moment before Ollie walks into the room and Felix is there with all of his family and they're all like, oh, like tragic family. Oh my God, like his mom and his dad. Like, they're tittering away at like all the tragedy that this poor boy is like experienced. And then he walks in, the rich cousin is in the back like, we were just talking about you, like affirming to him like, I know you heard everything that we're saying about your poor pathetic family, like, oh. And she turns like, Farley, how dare you say something so untrue? We were, like, she's just like and she comes up to him and she's like, oh my God, like, this is her new pet. This is her new pet. Okay. And she's like, oh, you have beautiful eyes. Felix didn't tell me you were so beautiful. And he's like, Mom, I told you he wasn't a minger, like an ugly person. He's like, yes, but you're kind to everybody. You're kind about everyone. Like, you can't be trusted. She's like, tell me everything. Tell me, how's your mother holding up since your father passed? Like, oh, it must be so tragic. Like, she's sitting there with popcorn, like, tell me about the tragedy that is your life,
Yeah.
So then there's also the dad, who is named Sir James. And you also know him. If you saw his face, you would know who he is. I can't remember his name. He's very polite, very emotionally distant, very British in that way. Mm-hmm. He acts like he's permanently hosting a dinner party throughout the whole thing. Like, he's just very on. Okay.
That's so funny.
Then there's the sister Venetia. It's obvious her character tries to do things to get back at her parents, okay? She's just a completely chaotic personality, emotionally unstable. Like, she's the vibe of somebody who's like never heard the word boundaries.
Got it.
And then I've mentioned the cousin Farley, who's, immediately suspicious of Oliver. He's a bit of a dick, constantly the person in the back that says what everyone's thinking but won't say out loud. Throughout this time at Saltburn, Oliver becomes increasingly obsessed with Felix. And it's already obvious at Oxford that Oliver is obsessed with Felix, because there's moments, oh my gosh, I forgot about these moments. Felix will be like, I'll text you if I'm going to hang out tonight. And then he shows up. Oliver's kind of following him around and like sees that he's gone to the bar with all the other friends, or sees that he's brought a girl home, and Oliver's watching him have sex with this girl through Felix's window. Like, it is very obvious that Oliver is obsessed with Felix. And the movie kind of even starts with a voiceover of like, everyone thought I was in love with him. I definitely wasn't in love with him. But like, yes, Oliver was in love with Felix.
Yeah, clearly.
Throughout this summer, he becomes more and more obsessed with Felix. You know, he's constantly watching what he's doing. He's trying to mirror what he's doing socially. Just following him everywhere. The way that they're set up in this mansion, Felix is like, hey, like, I'm so sorry, we have to share a bathroom. Otherwise, you would be on miles away at the other end of this estate. And I want you to be close because you're my friend. So there's like the 2 rooms, and then there's like the Jack and Jill bathroom in between their rooms. And there's a moment where Oliver has come back to his room, and the doors like to the bathroom is slightly ajar. Oh, also, I feel like trigger warning on this episode. There's lots and lots of like sex stuff. People die in this, okay? Just be aware, people die in this movie. So he hears Felix masturbating, and he like kind of creeps, and he watches Felix masturbate in the bath.
Oh.
The next scene, Becca, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to do this to you. I'm so sorry to do this to you and to all the listeners. The next scene, Felix is now out of the bath. Oliver's now in the bathroom getting ready for his bedtime. Felix has pulled the plug on the bathwater and left, and Oliver is now, he is in the tub with the remaining bathwater as it's going down the drain, and it's like the very last remnants of the water. It's like he rushes into the bathroom and he lays in the tub and he starts trying to drink the bathwater.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he rims the drain with his tongue. Like, it's so gross. It's so gross.
Oh my gosh. I'm literally like, I'm in a flower field right now. I'm not thinking about that. It's so disgusting. Oh my gosh.
Like, when I was like, oh my God, I was like, okay, like, yeah. Classic example of Becca gagging when it's not a poop related.
I can feel it in the back of my throat. I want to gag so bad. I'm not gonna do that.
When I was watching the scene, I'm laying back in my couch, right? I'll just talk about me during this scene now. I'm laying back in my couch and I'm seeing what's happening, and I'm like, wait, why are we in the bathtub? I like got up. I sat straight up and I was like, no, don't. Oh my God, please no. Oh, what? Why? I am yelling this by myself in my house, okay?
Oh my gosh.
Did not see that level of insane coming. To further talk about how insane he is, okay? And it kind of segues a little bit. He starts working into relationships with all the other family members as well. Like, he finds ways to like get in with them. He obviously knows with Elspeth, the best way to get in with her is flattery and also gossip. So he works that angle. Best way to get in with the dad is his love of all these like historic trinkets and stuff. So he gets in with that. The best way to get in with the sister is to be a little freak. Is to be a manipulative freak. Trigger warning. It's just going to be gross. It's going to be gross, okay? It's nighttime. He's looking out his bedroom window and he sees the sister walking underneath his window in the field, like in the see-through nightie. She stops and looks up at him. Like, obviously she's calling him to come down. He goes and meets her. She is sitting on a chair in like a garden. He comes in and he plays the like daddy dom situation of like, I see you're not eating. And she's like, yes, I am. He's like, no, you don't eat. He's like, it's obvious she wants to like hook up with him. And so he's basically saying like, tomorrow you're going to eat everything off your plate. Like, saying in like a very like daddy dom way. Ugh. And she's like, yes, sir. And then he comes down in front of her and he starts trying to like get with her. And she's like, no, it's not the right time of month for that, Ollie. Cause he was talking about, and then I'm so sorry. Cause they're talking about eating. Okay. They're talking about eating at this moment. I'm going to leave it there.
Yeah. Okay. I have never wanted to throw up more in my life.
If you watch this movie, I will give you the exact minutes to skip through, because then they also show him getting into the bath afterwards and you're like, oh, okay.
Oh my gosh. No, I honestly just like, if everything else was fine in that movie except for the bath thing, like that would get me. The period thing would get me. I'm out.
Because like, I'm never watching this movie.
I can't even get through this.
No.
Okay, keep going.
I mean, I was like, look, I'm not going to kink shame anybody, but he is insane. It's like all these things patterned together. Okay. Oh gosh, I won't even. Okay, we're gonna move on. They're gonna have this birthday for Oliver. He has a birthday party that they're like, the mom's like, let's plan a birthday party. 200 people sound okay? And Oliver's like, I don't know 200 people. And she's like, oh,
Yeah.
These things always turn out that way. They're just like, everyone's here. We're gonna have a big party, Midsummer Night Dream themed. We're gonna have this big party, blah, blah, blah. They're prepping for this party. It's the day of Oliver's birthday. Ollie wakes up. Felix is in the bathroom. Felix is like, get dressed, wear something nice. We're gonna go on a trip before your party. And Oliver's like, where are we going? He's like, it's a surprise.
It's a surprise.
What is it? Come
Do
over.
you like surprises?
Come over.
Yeah.
It's a surprise.
Yeah. You like surprises?
Next thing we know, they're in Felix's top-down car and they're driving through the countryside and they're having a great time. And then Oliver realizes where they're going. They're going to his hometown. And Oliver's like, no, please, no, I don't want to go. And Felix is like, no, your mom keeps calling you. You keep ignoring her calls. You left your phone in the bathroom yesterday. She was calling she doesn't know where you're at. She just wanted to send you a birthday card. And I just said we were in the area and we would come visit her. Like, she sounded coherent. Like, she sounded like she's in a good upswing. Like, you should see your mom. Like, he's like trying to be a good friend. Like, you should see your mom. And Oliver's like, please, no, don't do this, don't do this. So they're pulling into Oliver's neighborhood and Felix is like, this is a really nice neighborhood. Like, I thought she was like kind of borderline homeless and seems like she's doing pretty good for herself. Like, see, like she's got back on her feet. This is good. Oliver walks up to the door. He rings the doorbell. The sweetest looking British woman opens the door. She just looks like she's a very normal, very put together, no problems. It's like a suburban mom, like suburban mom, suburban home. And she answers the door. She's like, oh my God, I've been so excited. Your father's been pacing back and forth.
What?
You know, Oliver's like cowering and Felix is like, your father? And he's like, yes, he's in the garden. Please come in. Please come in. And he's like, what is happening here? So they go inside.
Yeah.
Classic suburban family. There's photos all over the wall. The parents are sitting on these cute like couches. Both of his parents are there. Very normal looking family. Oliver's sitting like in an armchair, like hunched over. And Felix is like, you can see he's starting to put things together. He's like, what is happening here? Basically, you know, they're like, oh, have you called your sisters recently? And Felix is like, sisters? You said you're an only child. And Oliver's like, no, you're insane. I always talk about my sisters. Oliver's like, we have to go. I'm so sorry. Like, we have to go to the party. Like, I'm getting a migraine. And the mom's like, oh my God, like I made up your bed upstairs. Please go lay down. Like, I have your birthday cake. I made your favorite. And Oliver's like, no, I've got to go. And Felix is like, take an effing pill, Ollie, and sit down.
Whoa.
Felix is like, I would love to stay. I love birthday cake. Like, he is being such a great, he's trying to not put Oliver on blast, but also telling Oliver, like, I'm clocking what's happening here. I'm going to be a gracious guest. Your family is lovely. We're going to stay and we're going to enjoy the birthday cake that your mom is so excited to give you. This is insane.
Yeah.
They're driving back. It's silent. They pull up to Saltburn. Felix is like, look, it's too late to cancel your party. We're going to have your party tonight, and then you're going to leave tomorrow morning. And you're out of my life. And Oliver's like, no, please, no, like, let me explain. And Felix is like, you don't have to explain anything. I want nothing to do with you. You need help. It's very clear that you need help. I want nothing to do with you. Please don't come find me at this party. Like, enjoy your birthday party, and then tomorrow I will make sure that you are leaving. They have this history of like, they had some other visitors throughout the summer that like overstayed their welcome, and they would just like magically disappear very discreetly the next morning, and no one would ever talk about it. Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, and that's who I realized I didn't mention her character at all. The other sister from Pride and Prejudice, Carrie Mulligan. She was one of those characters where she had been trying to get back on her feet for a while. She stayed for months, and they were finally like, she overstayed her welcome. Like, and then the next day she was just gone. No one said anything other than the kids to themselves. Felix was like, oh, don't mention it to my parents. He's like, what if your parents mention it? He's like, my parents are not going to mention the fact that she's gone. They're not going to mention her ever again. They have a history of like, they are gone before the sun comes up.
Interesting.
And no one talks about them. So anyways, the huge party. The parents are involved. This is a huge, like, it's a rave type party. And there are tons of different people of different ages and everything. Like having a rave, it's like the Great Gatsby level party. Okay.
Dang.
It's massive, massive, massive. And everyone's in elaborate costumes. Like the tension is just insane. Felix is trying to get away from Oliver. Oliver keeps trying to find him. The next morning, Oliver wakes up to find everyone screaming, Felix is dead.
What?
Yes, like Felix, they're saying he had an overdose. There's this really beautiful scene where it's like they're in the middle of this like garden where there's this huge like devil statue type of thing, like a demon statue. Felix was dressed as like this angel. And there's this like, they don't show exactly what happened, but there's this beautiful scene where it's like shot from the ground and you can see his hair, his back, and his wings. And it's like there's a fallen angel and, you know, in the midst of a demon.
Interesting.
It's such a beautiful scene. Had to mention that. I was like, I had to pause it and look at it. I was like, this is so pretty. Anyways, Felix's death unravels the family. Like, the family is devastated. They're just like, they go to the funeral and oh my God, there's so many little things I want to tell you about, but I don't want to go into too much more detail. They go to the funeral. The family has this tradition of when a family member dies, they carve their name onto a stone and throw them into the river, which Felix did for Oliver when his dad died, quote unquote died. Oliver was not invited to the family thing of throwing Felix's stone. And so he's watching from afar, blah, blah, blah. There's another really creepy scene that happens with Oliver and Felix's grave. I'm not going to go into it, but you know where it's going.
Oh my gosh. I'm scared.
It's really weird. No. Anyways, it's really gross. Yeah. Anyways, later, Oliver goes into his bathroom and Venetia, the sister, is there and she's in their shared bathtub and she's taking a bath there. Like she's obviously mourning the loss of her brother. And he's like talking to her in the tub and she's like, you're a moth. Like, you know, there's something so creepy about you. He's like, you're drunk. Like, you're so drunk. This is insane. And he like leaves her. The next morning, Venetia has slit her wrist, trigger warning, in the bathtub.
Oh.
And so she is dead. Oliver is still staying. Like he's still staying with this family, even though the cousin has been exiled because Oliver kind of set him up with like a bunch of drugs and the cousin was exiled. Felix has now passed. Venetia has now passed, but he has such a close friendship or bond with the mom that he's staying. At one point, the dad calls Oliver into his library and he's like, you have to leave. Like, I appreciate you being here, but you have to leave. And Oliver's like, I have no intention of leaving. Like, I don't think that's the best thing for your wife. Like, she relies on me so heavily. I have no intention of leaving. I don't think that's the best thing for her right now. And I think you would agree with me. He's like, no, I think what our family needs is to grieve as a family. And it's time for you to go. And Oliver's like basically refusing to go. And he's like, the dad pulls out his checkbook. He's like, how much? How much for you to leave? In the end, they eventually find a number. Because then you see Ollie being escorted out of the servants' quarters.
Whoa.
And he is left. Now we're a few years down. It doesn't really say how much time has passed, but some time has passed. He's in a very lovely flat, obviously has come into some money and now looks it and acts it. And he is reading the newspaper and he sees that Sir James, Felix's dad, has passed. And he's like, oh, that's really tragic. He was older and he has passed. And so he's like, oh, this is so tragic. Da, 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 da. He's at a coffee shop. The mom walks into the coffee shop in town and he's there with his like trendy glasses on the laptop. Da, 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 and she's like, oh my God, Ollie. And he's like, oh my God, Elspeth. And they like reunite. They have this moment. He's like, I'm so sorry. I heard about Sir James. And she's like, you know, it was sad. Like he just never got over the deaths. But you know, I'm still at Saltburn. Like you should come and stay for a little bit. He's now at Saltburn with the mom. You see that they have this like friendship. I didn't write super great notes at the end here because I was so riveted by this point. I was just like, what is going to happen? The movie kind of started with a bit of him monologuing, and now we're back to him monologuing by the window. He's like talking through all of this stuff. He's like, you know, I was so happy to come here and to be with you, Elspeth. I've been so pleased to come and spend this time with you and to further our friendship. And it's such a shame you got so sick. And you turn and he's in the room with Elspeth on life support in bed.
What?
You got so sick. I can't believe it. And he, very menacing, walks towards her. At this point, he reveals everything. He was behind every single one of the deaths that happened in this family.
I wondered.
The Felix moment, he had found Felix in the garden and he had a bottle. He pretended he was drunk as if he had been drinking from this bottle, when in fact he had laced the bottle with some kind of drug. He left Felix with the bottle. Felix inevitably drank the bottle and died. Venetia, you can see him placing razor blades on the bath, and I don't know if it was like he trusted that she was drunk enough that she would, or if he did and this was him placing the scene after. It's not clear. As he's talking to her, he's like taking off his suit jacket, rolling up his sleeves. There's a moment too where like you see that they've become such good friends. He is peeking through the library door where she is with a bunch of lawyers because she is slowly declining, and she is signing away Saltburn to Oliver.
Oh.
And so he gets in and she's like on the breathing tube and all that stuff. And basically he rips the breathing tube from her, which is like, there's like a good 2.5 feet of breathing tube in your body when you are doing that. It rips it from her and basically lets her die. And he's just like, so sad. Can't believe it. So sad, guys. Oh my God, I'm so sad that you're dying. And then it cuts to like, it's been a few hours. He's still sitting there in the room with her dead body, just like swinging on like a PT chair that they use for like physical therapy for her and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
The last scene. What's that song? You think you'll get away. Hey, that song.
Yeah.
That one that got popular because of this movie.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. We follow him stripping throughout Saltburn. It is obvious he has now taken over Saltburn because there's motorcycles in the gallery, and he's just stripping, dancing to this song. He is fully naked. Yes, you do see everything. He is dancing naked through the halls of Saltburn to that song. At the end, oh gosh, I wish I had talked about this at the beginning. First gets into the mansion. There's this like little shadow box with these puppets, but the puppets are the family members sitting by itself in the center of a room on a table. He has moved it, and on top of each of the family members' puppets, there's the stone with each of their names carved into it. Like he had gone into the river and pulled the stones out and left them, and he's just dancing around the table naked in their Saltburn home, and that is the end.
What? What? No, what the? What? So wait, his whole, I mean, he lied about everything clearly because his family's real. Like
That's
they're
the thing.
still.
He has lied. He's just a psychopath. He has lied his entire life about everything.
Ow.
You know, his parents talk about how he never had friends. He was just too smart, blah, 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 blah. Like, like people were jealous. It must have been because they were jealous. And it's like, no, this is who he is. He's a manipulative
He's psychotic.
person. And when he saw an opportunity, he took it and he made sure it happened. But I love that last scene just for the like symbolism of what it talks about, of like, he literally played these people like puppets.
Oh
and
my
even
gosh,
in death, even in death, they will continue to be his puppets because they pull the stone from the river.
That is
that's
so
Saltburn.
twisted.
It's a
my
dark and
gosh.
twisty movie. Talented Mr. Ripley is not that dark and twisty, so you're fine. This is by the same woman who wrote Promising Young Woman.
Okay, I gotcha. I saw that movie. That is.
Oh,
a
you
very good
did.
movie.
Oh, so like
I
Carrie
did.
Mulligan. So like Carrie Mulligan's also in this movie too.
Yeah.
This is that director or that person's second movie. Wow. But it's available on Prime. It's an Amazon MGM film, so it's available on Prime for free if anyone's actually interested. It's a ride.
I am actually I'm so glad you told me about this for two reasons. Number one is because when it first came out years ago, I was seeing a bunch of stuff about it. Everyone was like, "Don't watch it. It's twisted. It's weird. Like, you know, you won't like it." And I just was like, okay, I just won't even look into it further. The other reason I'm glad that you told me about this is because I don't think I'll watch this movie because of the stupid things that are going to make me gag.
There's three things in there that would traumatize you for sure. This is like
so
in
gross.
my effort as I was trying to figure out what movie to watch for this, I was like, what is a movie that I was told I shouldn't watch?
Yeah.
In the like spirit of the Final Destination of it all, where it was like, that's too scary for you, and now I'm an adult. I'm like, no, I can watch this. Like, I'll just go into it knowing that it's intense. And I definitely was like, I mean, like I said, at one point I stopped taking notes because I was like enthralled. I was like, please, what is happening here?
Oh my gosh, that is nuts.
But that is Saltburn. So if you, I mean, no spoilers, but all spoilers.
All spoilers. The whole podcast literally is spoilers.
Literally. I'm sorry. We're a spoiler full podcast.
That is so crazy. I can see what you mean with the Gossip Girl reference.
Exactly. It's Gossip Girl and Talented Mr. Ripley, which go watch that tonight so you'll see the connection.
Yeah, I will actually. I'm going to watch that because it's leaving Netflix like this week. So
I know. I was thinking I'm going to watch that tonight again before it leaves.
Yeah. But yeah, oh my gosh. I love a good twist. But
We know this about Becca. This is dark and twisty, though. This is dark and disgusting and twisty. And Becca will not watch this. This is M. Night Shyamalan's worst nightmare.
Yeah. It's funny because like I can do scary. I love a good thriller. When it comes to things that are actually going to make me gag,
Becca says hard pass.
There's very little wiggle room with that. I'm gonna lose my dinner.
I get it. Honestly.
Oh my gosh, that is so crazy.
So yeah, that is unsettling. Gosh, here's the thing. I would still watch it again. I would watch it again with somebody if it was their first time because I want to like be there for those moments, and it's like one of those things that I really wish I had watched with somebody so I could have had more of the full reactions I really wanted to.
Okay, well then how about this? I'll watch it with you, but you need to fast forward through that tub thing because I don't even want to see that.
Just the tub thing?
Maybe you'll just have to fast forward through all the gross things for me. Because I can handle a lot in movies, but when it comes to that, no.
So the gag thing, Becca can't do it.
I am going to lose it.
That's so funny. Well, I need to be settled after being severely unsettled. So can you give me a benefit, please?
I would love to. I have the...
Watch, it's a period product.
It's not, but...
Wait, what?
It's not, but it
What is it? She had no idea. Well, no, you did know that I was doing Saltburn. I texted her last night to make sure she had.
Yeah, but I didn't know that.
But she didn't know anything about the movie. So what is?
I knew
what is
nothing.
the benefit?
It's related to a shower, but like
Okay.
a bath.
Okay.
It's no relation whatsoever in that context. Okay.
Okay, good.
Okay, so starting a fresh slate on the bath talk. The product itself is cards, like little cards that you can put on your bathroom wall, like on the shower wall. And they say all these different kinds of things. They're all affirmations. Because I have gifted this to a few people because honestly, it makes a really good gift. So if you're like, I don't know what to get this person, get this.
Oh, it's such a good like housewarming gift too.
Absolutely. On Amazon. It's called Kind Soul Shower Affirmation Cards. Okay. So these cards are waterproof, obviously. If you get them wet, you can stick them to your tile or your shower wall and it will stay. Some of these things that they say on here, no amount of worry can change the future and no amount of regret or guilt can change the past. Breathe and remember you're a lucky girl. Love and light are flowing inside me. Anyway, they have a few different variations of this. They have like grounding and healing, lucky girl, romantic lover, self-love, soul glow. Like they've got a few different variations of this. The one that I was gifted, there's different things where it's like I didn't come this far just to get this far, or like things like that where it's like, I'm confident in my body, I'm deserving of love, and I deserve to give love, like things like that. Anyway, and there's been one card that is constantly falling off the wall, and
really?
Yes, and I always put it back up, and it's just this one, and I am like convinced that this card, I don't think it's on accident that this one, there's like 12 of these cards on my wall right now, and they've been there for months. This one card is fallen every single time, just this one, and it says, "I am compassionate with myself and with others." Oh gosh. Okay, so I'm trying not to cry. It's not going to work.
No, just lean into it. One of us has to cry every episode of this.
Yeah, exactly. There's been so many hard things that have been going on in my life. Rest is productive. Let's say that, okay? Feeling everything, like feeling as deeply and as much as I do, it feels like a curse
Yeah.
And that one card is always falling, and I'm like, I'm not being compassionate with myself. Like, I'm pushing through the pain of whatever I'm going through, but am I being kind to myself about it too? In my head, I'm like talking to myself, not so nice.
Mm-hmm.
I am working really hard. Yeah, I'm talking nicer to myself, that like rest is productive. And sometimes, yeah, there are days where all we can do that day is survive it.
Yep.
If that means I'm in bed every other hour that I'm not at work because I have to be at work, then fine. Anyway, it's been a real the last couple of months have not been easy. Anyway, these cards, I have had them on my wall for probably over a year.
I think it's been over a year. It's been close to 2 at this point, to be honest.
Yeah, it's been a really long, it's been a while. But like, that is the one card that constantly is falling. The universe is obviously trying to tell me something.
Yes.
Also, I have on my vision board that my ancestors are my entourage.
I love that, Becca. I really do.
So those cards have brilliantly changed my life because I see them every single day, and it's just such a good reminder that, yeah, we can get through the really stupid hard stuff. And if a little $14 card that sticks on my wall is going to help me do that, then fine.
I love this so much. I love that you brought this up. I have so many things to say, and I'm just going to preface this by saying, like, I understand. I'm going to say all the things that I have to say because I think you need to hear this in this moment. I love that you brought these up because I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm trying to think where to start even. First of all, those cards that you have in your bathroom have helped me, particularly the one that you have on the bathroom mirror. I didn't come this far just to come this far. That is something that I had to tell myself constantly.
Yeah.
Of like, this is freaking hard. And life is really lifing right now. But I didn't come this far to give up. Like, I still have more to give and more to live. And so that was a good reminder for me. So thank you for posting those, even for my sake. God knows I love an affirmation. I mean, I have some taped up on my bathroom wall right now that I actually just worked on a Canva document last night to like add to them other affirmations that I've been saying. And I'm going to put them in a frame instead of taped up on my wall and frame them there. I love an affirmation. I encourage everyone to, get into affirmations and to obviously speak kindly to yourself. At this point, it's like a joke with my coworkers. Like, I talk about manifesting positivity into the universe at work with my team. And like, every time they talk about something, this could go wrong, I'm like, nope, we're not manifesting that. We're not putting that into the universe.
Yeah.
This is going to go perfectly. This is going to go right. Or when they say like, oh, I'm bad with money, I'm like, that's not true. We don't say that out loud.
Yeah.
We don't say that out loud. We are financially abundant and financially clear. We talk positively about ourselves. So like, that positive self-talk is so important. And the next thing I wanted to bring up is it's so interesting that you're talking about the positive self-talk right now and having more compassion to yourself. I had a spiritual guidance session and it was very enlightening, and there's multiple times I cried, but the common theme was the fact that my solar plexus, talking chakras and stuff, the solar plexus is the chakra that lives at the top of your stomach, base of your ribs. It is where self-compassion and your self-worth pulls from, and mine has been deeply affected for a while. But one thing that came out during that session was the fact that like, I am not compassionate with myself. I shame myself a lot. I've gotten so much better in a lot of areas of having that self-compassion. There's one area in particular that I am very mean to myself about when it comes to how I experience relationships. And I'm very mean to myself, and I shame myself a lot for the times that I've been fooled and the times that I have been hurt. And I take ownership of those times that I've been hurt, and I shame myself and I compare myself to being who I was at 13. And that's something that came out during that session. So that's something that's already been very heavy on my mind, is like trying to be more compassionate with myself, and not even just myself. Like, I'm so good at inner child work. Like, I do spend time with my inner child. Sorry, we're getting very hippy dippy here. I speak kind words to my inner child because it's so easy to talk to our inner child in that way. They're perfect. They haven't been harmed by the world. They're just scared. They're anxious. They're afraid. But there is a version of that needs to happen to our present self.
Yeah.
And that is hard. So that's something I talked about with her yesterday too, is like having that self-compassion for my present self. I'm so compassionate and graceful to the other versions of me that got me to where I am today, and I honor them a lot, but I need to have that same compassion with who I am today. And I think that's an excellent reminder of like, we do need to be more compassionate with who we are in this moment. It's such a easy thing to like forgive past versions of yourself, or maybe it's not such an it's a more readily talked about thing, I guess I'll say there, to forgive past versions of yourself, but to be more compassionate with yourself as you currently stand.
Yeah.
That's hard. I don't think about myself in like the current self. I think of who I want my current self to be.
Yeah.
And also, I want to talk about the fact that your guides are very obviously speaking to you in this particular way. Like, the fact that they are so present and they're trying so hard. Like, Becca's also been, we've joked about her being like in touch with the other side of, like, she has these experiences with the other side and she doesn't ever feel scared. You are in touch with those, and they are trying to talk to you in this way. And I think that's such a beautiful way for them to try to work with you and to remind yourself. I'd be curious for you to like note in your brain what you were thinking about when you saw that card had fallen. Or like try to think back to like, what were the thoughts you were just having when you noticed that card? That will tell you, I think that'll give you more insight into like, where to start having more compassion with yourself. And not even just like, I'm sure those thoughts before are like, yeah, maybe you are saying something really negative to yourself, but I'm curious what you're critiquing yourself on in those moments too. Anytime we have any of those experiences with the other side, like, or any of those things that are like obvious nods to like, like I am plagued by angel numbers constantly.
Oh, same. Yeah.
All day long. And it's gotten to the point where it's every single number. Like, it's not even just like I'm consistently seeing, like for a while it was like very specific numbers I was seeing over and over again. But now like there's days where I'm seeing angel numbers 1 through 9 all day. And I'm like, there's too many messages. I don't know what's being seen. And it's really just like they're trying to get your attention and thinking about what were you thinking about right before you saw that number.
Yeah.
And so it's the same thing with your cards and stuff. Like when the card falls, like what were you thinking about right before that moment? Or even when you think about that card, I think I would even.
And it's interesting because I would feel a presence and I was never afraid, or I would see shadows or figure. Like, I mean, it is like a constant thing. I kind of want to get some dowsing rods from Amazon.
I remember you've talked about this.
Yeah. And for anyone who doesn't know what those are, you hold these little metal rods in your hands and they're able to swing, from side to side, and you're supposed to hold them steady and you ask a question, yes or no. Yes means that it crosses the rods into an X, and no means that it pushes them away from each other. Anyway, so you can ask yes or no questions, and it's kind of it's you believe what you want, but I believe that this is actually somebody communicating.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a tool to use to communicate, I think, safely. But like Ouija boards, I have no interest in. Those scare me. But like the dowsing rods, I'm like kind of interested. I'm like, maybe, because then I can ask questions.
Yeah. And like they directly give you an answer that you understand, that it's not just flashing numbers at you and you're like,
right. Yeah. What was that?
What you're saying.
What does 111 mean? Like, it would be really fun to ask the question, like, did we ever meet in this life? Have we ever met?
Have we met? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, do I know you? Have we met before? Like, how close? You know what I mean? Like, it'd be kind of interesting to see who is hanging out, because there's definitely a few.
I believe that. I will say, I want to be there the first time you do it. One, just to make sure that I'm going to do some things that are making sure that you're protected while you're doing it, because that can call
Yeah.
in some other entries,
Yeah.
I'm sure. So I want to make sure that we're doing things in like a protected space for you.
Absolutely.
But I'm very curious as well.
No, that's the other side, is you have to be really careful, is because like that stuff is very, very real, and yeah, you can invite things that you don't necessarily want to, so you got to be careful. Like I said with the Ouija board, it scares me too much. I'm like that. I feel like it just that's too easy to invite something that's not, you don't want to. So that's my opinion, but
I've never messed with that. I never will.
I know I'm too afraid.
I know everyone thinks it's a party trick, but I'm not
No.
interested in it.
I actually saw one at the thrift store, and I was like, I want to know the story of that, because somebody was like, never mind.
See, I thought you were going to say you were thinking about getting it. I'm like, Becca, that's the easiest way to get a haunted Ouija board. Are you kidding?
No, a used
Okay.
Ouija board. No.
No. Oh my God. It's
No.
like, no.
We've had our fair share of used haunted items.
Go back and listen to past episodes of this podcast. from
Yeah, go
October.
listen to My Roommate Was Engaged to Her Cousin, and you'll learn all about that.
You'll hear the beginnings of that one. Yeah,
That's true,
It's the
actually.
next episode that we talk about the spooky
Yeah.
part of that. Yeah,
It's the Halloween one is where we talk about the spooky end of that whole story. Yeah, if you want to deep dive into my lure, that's a good place to start.
yes.
To learn those spooky stories. Anyway, I love the shower cards.
I know, and we've taken
hold
this
all back.
conversation a million
Yeah.
places.
But yeah, the shower cards, like, I mean, you can see how much it's affected so many different ways just by this tangent that we went on, how many different ways it has affected myself and my life and the way that I live my life and the way that I'm noticing changes. Anyway, and so highly, highly recommend. I will link these in our Instagram. I'll link them in the episode as well, but they're not expensive.
No, I'm looking at them right now too. Like, and there's a few different versions. I'm like, I think I'm gonna get myself the romantic lover girl ones, because that's my era, right?
Yeah.
But they're as cheap as $15.
I don't care who you are, what age, you can use these cards. As long as you can read, you need these cards. That's the only requirement.
Affirmations in general, but these cards are, it's a good
Yeah.
place for you to be doing affirmations as well. Like,
Absolutely.
you're showering every day while you're in there, like, speak kindly about yourself in those moments.
Yeah. It's funny because it's like you have rooms in your house dedicated to your body at different stages, which is kind of interesting. So like you have the kitchen where you're making food to feed your body. You have your dining room where you're feeding your body. You have your bedroom where you're resting your body. You have the bathroom where you're cleaning and taking care of your body.
caring
Like your
for your body.
house is
Yeah.
dedicated to your body in the different stages in the day. For it to be in the bathroom where you're literally, I'm cleaning, I'm prepping,
Caring for my body.
I'm caring for my body, and
That's
I'm
really
surrounded by these words that are helping to remind me that, yeah, like I'm worthy of love. I can be compassionate with myself and with others. Like just all the like amazing comments. Anyway, so I love it.
That's
and
so
you
good.
need it.
You know what's so funny is I was thinking today, I was like, we haven't done a product as a benefit in a while.
I know.
We need to do a product for when we record next, when it's my turn as well. So it's really good that you brought, a product to talk about today. Oh man, you're gonna have a heck of a time editing this episode. I'm so sorry.
I know.
But
For the record, we just hit an hour and 45 minutes. The episode will not be that long, but
no, I know. Typically, we've been better at sticking to pretty close to what like maybe a little over an hour, so there's minimal editing. We started in so many different places. We've gone through so many different levels of the psyche. We were talking about affirmations, manifestation, and also insanity.
yeah, literal psychosis. So
But yeah, what a fun episode. Thanks for being here, guys.
yeah, thanks for joining us for this. Make sure you share with your friends, because if they don't want to watch Saltburn like I don't, they can learn about it and still be involved in pop culture conversations. And it's a win-win.
You can know everything that happens without having to see it. I was traumatized for you, people.
It's a gift.
It was
giving
a
you.
gift. I have gifted you your sanity back. I've lost a little bit of mine, but I'm okay with it.
But we saved you. So
We saved you.
because we love you so much.
I love you so much. I'll gladly traumatize myself for you.
Oh, man.
Oh my gosh, we love you. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe and share. But yeah, we love you so much.
Love ya. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Ditch the clocks and deadlines. Time is ours to define. In this world that's all mine, we let our spirit shine. Binging with benefits. Sisters watching flicks. It's the perfect fit.